Hi everyone, my name is Valentina and I'm the founder and owner of Leles. Leles is a vegan cafe in Hackney, London, where we do pretty much everything from cakes to savory, sausage roll, pastries, stew, pizza. And recently I thought, why not putting together some of our best recipes and share them with all of you. So that's what I'm doing today, and as you can see, I'm doing lots of these because I'm Italian. So let's crack with the first recipe of the day. We're going to do a Moroccan style stew with chickpeas. This is one of my favorite because it is very versatile. You can serve it hot, as we're going to do today. You can eat it the day after, cold, with a salad, and you can even freeze that. So yeah, chop your onion. The way I chop it usually for this stew is to have it big chunk of onion. So I don't want them small. I want them nice and big, because when you take a spoon of the stew, you want to be able to take this really nice, lovely piece of onion. I had the red onion. I work a lot with red onion because I really like the taste. But you can use any onion. Here I put a little bit of oil. Just a little bit, because we are going now to, the struggle is real. We are now going to put our onion there, the heat needs to be very low. In this case I have an induction hob and I put it at 500. So always wash your hands before you do anything in the kitchen, just in case you were wondering, did she wash her hands? Yes, she did. Then we're gonna take 8 carrots. This is probably my favorite tool. Can you call them tool? I'm not sure. Let's call it tool in the kitchen. So I'm gonna chop. Again, it doesn't need to be perfect and small and nice. Don't worry about chopping like the chef do. What it matters is not really the way it's chopped, is how tasty your meal is going to be. So just feel free to do whatever you like when you're in the kitchen. There is not such a thing in the kitchen like following rules. I believe that's where I stand. As long as you're having fun, it's all good. So now we chop the celery. What we're doing is something that in Italian is called sofritto. What is a sofritto? Sofritto is when you have onion, celery, and carrots, and you let it go in the pot at a very low steam, the fire very low, for 5-10 minutes, sometimes 15, until it's nice, golden and brown. So this is what you are looking for. You see, the onion has been softened up. So we are now ready to season this. So some people will put straight away the tomato. What I do first, I season the sofrito because I believe that it's going to be much more tasty. Did I make it up? Probably. So I put 1 spoon of smoked paprika, then I put some bay leaf, pinch of salt, then I'm going to put some turmeric. Don't worry too much. At the end of the video, below you will find the whole recipe with all the ingredients and everything you need to know. So don't go as a mad there taking notes. Just enjoy the video. And if you're cooking with me right now, just enjoy the cooking. Then we're going to put a little bit of ginger. As you can see, I don't measure anything because that's what I was telling you before again about rules. I don't believe in rules. I just go with my taste, with my nose. So what did I put? Nutmeg. And I then stir everything. You see, you got all those lovely different spices here. I love the colors. And I will let this go for about another 5-10 minutes. So let's put the tomato inside our stew. So I'm always scared that this is gonna go everywhere. It always goes on my t-shirt usually. And now we stir everything to make sure that, the lovely spices and the sofrito we did, it really mix up well with the tomato. So we're going to put some cinnamon which is gonna give it the really nice sweet taste to our stew. Usually it's about, say, two spoons. But again, like taste the sauce here and then and be like, ooh, do I like it enough? We're gonna put the heat a little bit lower, from 500, which is the minimum I can do with induction. I'm gonna put it to 800, which is still very low, but it's a little bit higher, obviously. What do I do next? So next, I'm going to put a bit of garlic. Why did I not put the garlic in the sofrito? I didn't want to put the garlic in the sofrito because sometimes when I do that, it burns and it has a weird aftertaste that I don't like to taste in my stew. So usually I would put it after. And a bit of fresh chili. If you don't like it too spicy, that's what you need to remove. Those are what makes your whatever you're making with this spicy and chili. So if you don't like it too hot, remember to remove that. I mix it again, and that's it. Now we let it stew for 20 minutes, I would say. After 20 minutes, we're going to add our chickpeas, which I previously washed and drained, and they're ready to be put there in the stew. Here again, it depends how much chickpeas you like to have in your stew. Do you like it more tomatoey? Put less chickpeas. Do you really want to have lots of chickpeas? Put more chickpeas. I usually put about, I would say 2 cups. So I got enough chickpea there. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna let it cook. And remember, a stew, the more it cooks, the more it's lovely, the more you feel the tomatoey, and the more the spices come together and do their job there. If you're in a rush, this is a meal that you can do with half an hour max. What we're gonna do meanwhile, while that cooks, we're going to chop some coriander, which is gonna complement very well all the flavor we have there. And what we're going to do at the same time, we're going to boil some quinoa, because we're gonna serve this stew with quinoa. I use black and white quinoa. I usually bring the water to boil, and once it's boiled, I usually cook the quinoa for 5 minutes, no more, because we want the quinoa to be nice and crunchy, al dente. So we have our stew ready, we chop our coriander, and we have our quinoa ready. So are we ready to plate? I think so. So let's plate. I love bowls. So 2018 for me is the year of bowls. I went crazy. I just bought all shape, all color. So if any of you want to sponsor me, well, you can buy me bowls. Please send it this way. Ceramic, I take everything. Glass, just send it to me. The only things I don't get is plastic. Right, so let's plate this Moroccan style stew. So I'm going to put the quinoa on the side of the bowl. What I really like to do, even on Lelis, is create a recipe that they look yummy and they invite me to eat. And then we're gonna go and put some of our lovely stew. You see tomatoey, you can see the onion that we left in big pieces, the celery, and I love it like that because it makes me think almost like I'm eating a tomato soup, meat minestrone, and it's just so nice, full of flavor, and I can taste everything. There we are. I think that's enough for a portion. And then what I'm gonna do, I'm going to sprinkle a little bit of our coriander. I'm gonna chop a lime, and I'm going to squeeze the lime everywhere, but mainly I want to squeeze it here on the quinoa, because the quinoa is unseasoned, so it has nothing. I purposely left it unseasoned, but what I'm gonna put is a bit of salt. So a bit of salt on top there. I'm just gonna put an extra bit of lemon, just in case, you want to add a little bit more lemony. And sprinkle a bit of olive oil. This is extra virgin olive oil. I put it everywhere. It is my Bible, I swear by olive oil. And there we are. We're ready to eat.